welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed a prom drugstore makeup tutorial. I really thought that this would be really helpful for those of you that cannot afford to go get your makeup done or cannot afford to buy really high-end makeup products. This is a really beautiful look. I wanted to do something really neutral, not something that's too warm or too cool, so it complements tons of dresses. And I offered 3 lip options that are completely all drugstore. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to my channel because I really appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. So I did my eyebrows off camera just because they take a really long time, and I use the NYX eyebrow cake powder in the color Taupe Ash. And then I'm going to be taking this Wet n Wild Fergie eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to be applying that all over my eyelids all the way up to my brow bone, and then just blending it a little bit under my eyes just to prep for any concealer and eyeshadow. Then I'm going to be taking this Fergie Wet n Wild palette, and I'm going to be taking that taupey light brown color, and I'm going to be taking a soft fluffy brush, and I'm going to be putting that in the crease just for some definition and to transition it to the darker colors that we're going to be applying later. This color is light, but it has just the right amount of pigmentation to act as a transition colors, and this is going to be a really good transition for the even darker smoky color that we are going to be applying next. So then I'm just going to be taking this clean blending brush, and I'm going to be blending all the shadow out just so there's no harsh line and it doesn't look like we have little circles around our eyes. And I'm just blending both of that, going circular motions and sweeping motions. Then I'll be taking a mix of these 2 darker brown colors, and I'm going to be taking an angled fluff brush, and I'm going to be mapping out where I want the darkness and the definition in my eyes. So I'm just taking that brush and I'm basically just drawing a V and kind of blending it inwards so it's a little bit smoky and you can't see where there's a start to finish. And these brushes that I normally use are from BH just because they're super great quality. And then just like I did before, I'm going to be taking that clean blending brush and I'm going to be blending that out so there again is no start or finish, and just to blend out the smokiness a little bit furthermore and to blow it out. Taking this shimmery taupey color, I wet my brush with a little bit of the e.l.f. setting spray, which is a dupe from MAC Fix Plus, just to really intensify the color. And I actually went in with my finger first just to really pack on the color. That's just how I got the best pigmentation. Then I did my winged eyeliner off camera. I used the Glam Eyes liquid liner by Rimmel, and I used the Kiss #1 lashes, which are super natural but fluffy. So now I'm going to offer you guys a few tips and tricks for the face makeup. So the first thing that you want to do is you're going to want to obviously prime your skin, because this is going to make sure that the makeup lasts all night. This one specifically is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. It's $6. It's super duper affordable. Another one of my favorites is the NYX Angel Veil. That one is awesome. But the reason why you want to prime is because it's going to obviously smooth out the pores, give a really nice silky touch to the skin. It's going to let the foundation glide on really smoothly and evenly. And then also it is going to help the makeup last longer. So I'm just going to take 1 pump on the back of my hand just so I can control how much I put on. And I want to focus this right in the T-zone, because that is where I get a little more oily. Is just really press into the skin, because this is gonna really help the pore filling stage of this primer, and then you can blend out. Then the next step is going to be the foundation. So the foundation that I'm going to be using is the Revlon Colorstay foundation, and this one is in the color 240 medium beige. So the reason why I love this is because it stays on for a really long time. It gives your face a really smooth, flawless look, and also it really helps control the oil. So if you're dry, you may or may not like this. You can go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. setting spray just to really hydrate the skin. Key to the foundation is you want to start off with less. Less is always more. I'm going to take the Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm going to really just push it into the skin. And the reason why I like using a sponge is because it really pushes it into the skin. It absorbs any excess product, so it's basically really impossible to look cakey. And it gives it just a super duper flawless finish. Using the right foundation for your skin. And although I love to be dewy and glowy, I know that that is honestly just going to melt off my face because I'm going to be dancing and I'm going to be, you know, sweating and stuff. So I would just choose a foundation that is best to go with your face. You can always use a liquid luminizer with a matte foundation to give your face a little bit of a glow. But if you're oily and you love a dewy finish, I personally just recommend either going with a really mattifying primer or just altogether avoiding it. The concealer that I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This concealer is really awesome. It has really nice coverage. It sets really beautifully as well. So I'm just going to highlight the face. So when highlighting your face, you're going to bring areas forward and they're really going to pop out in pictures. So if you do not want to highlight your under eyes, you don't have to. You can just go in with a skin tone colored concealer, something that matches or is really close to your skin. And then I'm going to apply a little bit on your chin, on my chin. If you have a bigger chin, you do not want to do this because this is, like I said, this is going to bring the areas forward. So I personally think that highlighting your face is really important, especially for pictures, because it's just really going to bring the entire look together. It's just going to melt right into the skin, really just blend seamlessly. I really like this concealer. It's really lightweight as well. I like to use the other side of my sponge just because it has a little bit of that leftover foundation and it really just blends even more. So then using the other side, just sometimes it can look a little off if you just highlight the under eye area, because then what are you going to do to balance it out, you know? So I just like to highlight so it all looks even. Is you're going to want some kind of translucent powder. This is the Airspun loose face powder in the color translucent. I believe they have maybe 3 or 4 colors of this. And then you're going to need a dry little wedge, and you can get those at the dollar store. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your sponge once again. You're going to want to look up, and because the concealer can crease in literally 0.5 seconds, you're going to want to blend all those creases away. Take that powder and you're going to push it onto the skin like this. So like that. And then I like to put it in the other areas that we highlighted just a little, just so it's nice and prominent. What the translucent powder looks like, I believe this is about $6. I got it at Walgreens, but I've seen this at Walmart. I don't know if they sell this at Target, but this is really affordable. It's contour. I recommend contouring opposed to bronzing because bronzing is just going to bring color to your face and contour is going to bring dimension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYC Smooth Skin Bronzing Face Powder, and this is the Sunny Bronzer. And it just looks like this. It's a really nice neutral color. It's not too orange, it's not too gray. It just provides a really nice shadow in the face. So I'm going to take a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm really just going to chisel out my cheeks. This is just really going to make your face look really beautiful. It's going to really look amazing in pictures. It's going to make your features pop. It's just going to overall pull the look together, give your face dimension, and look really nice. Tops of the forehead, just because they think I have a big forehead, but we got makeup. And I just really like to blend it in, and I like to put a little bit on the temples as well. So just really blending it into the hairline. Take a dual fiber, and I'm going to really just go over the contour so it's not so harsh, and so it looks a little like there's no start and no. You're just going to take any fluffy brush and you're going to look up and you're going to wipe away. So you're just going to look up, wipe away any powder, and then you're nice and set. I'm going to run that in the waterline. This is the Jordana 12 Hour Made to Last eyeliner. I love this. Super black. It really stays. And I'm going to go into my Fergie palette and I'm going to take the really dark brown and I'm going to really just push it into the eyeliner, barely dipping into the product because this stuff is potent. It's pigmented. So then drag whatever is left into the inner corner like that, and then you're done with the lower lash line. No, I'm just kidding. Then I'm going to take a pencil brush and I'm going to really smoke it out. That's because I want it to be really smoky and blown out. I'm going to take that taupe color that we used to contour our face a little bit. I'm going to put that down there as well. The only drugstore blush I have, if any, I have like 4 blushes. This one is the Milani Baked Blush in the color Coralina. If I were you, you could use this color. Or I think a really pretty like purpley mauve color would look really pretty. So this just has a little bit of a sheen to it. So I'm just going to take it on a brush, dip it in, tap off the excess. And I'm going to apply it to the apples of the cheeks for a really nice blush. This is really pigmented. And then for our glow, we're going to use a Wet n Wild Fergie highlighter, and this one is in the color Hollywood Boulevard. It just has a really pretty gold and yellow and pink. And then for that, I'm going to be using this e.l.f. blush brush, just because I really like this. It really applies the highlighter really nicely on the tops of the cheekbones. So this gives a gorgeous highlight. So I'm just going to apply that to the tops of my cheeks. I take some on the cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, and then a little bit on the tip of my nose, like that. So as you can see, it just gives this beautiful sheen to the skin. First lip option, I just have a basic nude, something that most people are going to feel comfortable in, and for that I used L'Oreal Fairest Nude, which is just a really pretty brownish nude, but it's not too brown to where it just looks kind of dark on your lips. It's light enough, it's really creamy, it's really pigmented, so that is the first lip option. And for the second option, I chose a really nice hot pink. This one is not too in your face where it's a little bit too blue tone and too neon and bright. This one is just a really nice warm hot pink. On top of that, I use the Rimmel Show Off lip lacquer in the color Apoctaliptic, which is just a beautiful, really nice, super pigmented cherry pink color. And then for the last lip option, I just chose a really beautiful classic red, and this is the Rimmel Kate lipstick, the little black tube, and this one is in number 10. And I'll just show you what it looks like. It's ruined because when you have a little brother, you can't leave anything around, but it's just a really beautiful red. That is it for my drugstore prom makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that you try out this look even if you're not going to prom, if you just want to feel glamorous for yourself, or you just want to try an all completely drugstore look. So that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.